What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to bring you my 1 month review and overall general thoughts on the Ducky. This is the 1SF. This is their newer keyboard in that it is a 65% keyboard. They've been kind of updating their keyboard lines. Previously they had 80%, 100%. The 60% are really popular right now with them, but this is their 65%. That's what the SF stands for, and it retails for $110. It never goes on sale. I've never seen it on sale, at least. Sometimes you can get an open box one. I got this one from mechanicalkeyboards.com, which is the only authorized distributor in the United States that I'm aware of. So I thought I'd get a good review of it up. I've had Ducky keyboards before. I had the Ducky My Pro, and then I had the Ducky Mecha Mini, which is their new aluminum. Basically the base of it's all aluminum, which is nice. So getting into this, what comes in the box, you get a nice little box here. You get a dust cover, you get some extra keys. These blue keys used to be white. It says this is the pure white edition. So you do get some extra keys. I believe it's 12. Usually comes with a standard white space bar to match it, and then you get, I believe it's the year of the, is this the rabbit? Or the year of the pig, basically whatever year it is. They have a different one for each year. You will get that. So these only come in Cherry MX switches. So this is Cherry MX Blue, but you can only get these in Cherry MX switches. They do not carry any other switch types, and that's a good and a bad thing. Cherry MX switches are known to be very reliable, but they're kind of the base standard. There's a lot of nicer switches out there right now, because the keyboard market for mechanical keyboards is kind of really advanced. But I like Cherry MX switches. They don't bother me that bad. These do have, I believe these do have Cherry stabilizers in them too, but I'm not positive on that. I do not believe these are lubed either, just based off of using it. So the first thing I noticed getting this thing out of the box is that it's a really nice keyboard. These are double shot PBT keycaps. It looks really nice. Keycaps are nice. These are shine through, so I will get kind of a little preview of that with the RGB. It's RGB backlit. So you really get a lot for $110 for this keyboard. So I've had it for about a month. It still looks brand new. There is a few little spots on the, just some dirt or food or something on one of the keys, but it wiped right off. These keys will last forever. You won't have to worry about them. If they get dirty, you can always take them off and clean them. So the overall feel of it, it feels a little cheap compared to a lot of their other boards. I had the Ducky My Pro and the Ducky Mecha Mini, and compared to that, it feels really light, really plasticky, and even when it's on your desk, it will move around some if you don't have a mouse pad on, because there's just not much weight to it. So you do get nice rubberized feet here. Hopefully I can get you a shot of that. They have stands, so you have two different stand types. So if you want that, you can do that, or you can do that. I don't know if that's actually going to focus, but hopefully it does. So that's nice. It has nice rubber feet on it, but it does move around significantly on my desk, at least. I don't like using any type of mouse pad or anything like that, or any type of pad on my desk, so it does move around. It's not very noticeable when you type on it, but it is something to keep in mind. So as I said, it was RGB backlit, and that's where I think this thing really shines. This is some of the best backlighting I've seen on a keyboard. And honestly, I don't actually use the backlighting that much, but there's tons of customization you can do to it. You can, I believe there's 8 or 10 different customizations you can do with it. All kinds of different colors, all kinds of different, from wave to pulsing to anytime you type on it, it will light up, to it just being 100% backlit. You do have that option. So that is something I really like. If you're wanting an RGB keyboard, I think this is one of the better ones out there, mainly because the RGB lighting is so good. This keyboard, I think, is probably one of the better keyboards if you're looking for just an all-around general all-purpose keyboard. If you're looking for mainly just a gaming-only keyboard, that's where the 60% may come into play, because you'll be able to have a little bit more room on your desk for you to move the mouse around. But if you use a number pad, obviously get one with a number pad on an 80% or 100%. But if you do not use a number pad, I think this is the go-to layout for you. And I think this is one of the better production boards out there. I'm not talking about getting into customized boards like a KB fan board where you're going to pay $200, $300, $400 for it. I'm talking about just a mainstream mass keyboard, similar to Razer or Corsair. I believe that this is definitely a step up from that, or your Logitech keyboards. This is going a whole different direction than that. So I do like the 65% layout. It's not very big. It's easily portable, USB-C connection, which is really nice. I've owned Ducky keyboards over the past 10 years. Every once in a while, every 2 or 3 years, I'll generally upgrade to a different one if I get bored of the other one or just want some type of different style with mine. So I really like it. The only negative is that it does feel a little cheap compared to some of their past boards out there. There's a lot of flex here, which I will show you in a video, but there's a ton of flex here in the actual case. No creaking though, no cracking. It is level on my desk. I've had one of their keyboards actually wasn't level. I actually had to bend it a little bit every once in a while to get it to level out, because every time you typed on it, it would just kind of wobble on the desk. So that feels good. But it does have a little bit of flex here in the middle. None here on the back or anything. It just seems like the middle, they could have maybe put some type of plate or something in there or something to stabilize that. But if you're not picking it up and once you get it on the actual keyboard, get to the typing experience, it's very nice to type on. Again, Cherry MX blue switches, but you got blue, brown, red, silent red, is there a silver? I'm not sure. I usually only do blue or brown, but you have all kinds of different varieties there. There is a little bit of wobble in the keys, so if you see here, it just does have a little bit of wobble. Hopefully that's focusing on that, but they do have a little bit more wobble than I previously. The Mecha Mini almost had no wobble to it, but there is some wobble with the keys there. So they do have a little bit of chatter and a little bit of rattling when you use them. You could probably take them apart and lube them and fix some of that, or look into the stabilizers, maybe replace those. But I think this is a board you buy and you just leave it as it is. Maybe buy some different keycaps for it, which is another good thing about this keyboard, is that there's tons of different varieties of keycaps out there. The only negative is a lot of the Ducky keycaps right now do not have the 1.75 inch shift key. So that's something you need to look into. Like Matrix, they make really good keycaps that aren't that expensive, but they do not have that 1.75U shift key, which you need for this. So overall, I've been really happy with it. This thing will likely last you a lifetime, especially if you take care of it. I've had really, really good luck with their keyboards. I've never had to use their customer service before, because you do get, I believe it's a 1-year warranty with it. You do get a warranty card with a 1-year warranty if you get that filled out, but I've never had to mess with their customer service before because I've never had an issue with their keyboard. The manual for it's online. There's tons of customization you can do to this, so I don't do any of it because this is basically the layout that I like, but you can remap keys. You can mess with the RGB lighting, which is all baked onto the board, but you should check out the manual online to get a little bit more info on that, because there's a lot. These boards are very, very complex when you go to customize things. You do have your what are these dip switches on the back where you can also change things. I don't mess with that. I just like a nice mechanical keyboard to use. That's why I got this. I really would have preferred the Mecha Mini, the metal one. They do have 2 new ones out right now. I don't know what the names of them are, but if you check out mechanicalkeyboards.com, they have 65% to a special edition 65% keyboards right now for pre-order. I don't think they come out till November, but I would probably look into one of those because the metal actual base of it just makes it feel so much sturdier, and it does not move as much on the desk. At least the Mecha Mini I had that was all aluminum barely moved when I typed on it, or if I accidentally bumped up against it, it didn't move around. This one will jolt across your desk. Like, it's very, very slippery. It has nice rubber feet on it, but they could probably be a little bit just a little bit beefier. As you can see, they're a little bit weak in terms of actual space that they are touching on your keyboard or your desk. Overall, happy with it. You generally have to wait at least two weeks or a month to get it if you pre-order it. So just get in line, pay your money, and wait for it. I actually got it when it was in stock. Sometimes if you wait, or if you go to the website where you can get at Mechanical Keyboards, they do have an incoming stock where it will be coming in, and I just waited for that, and it came in, bought it believe it shipped the same day. Very quick shipping, but they're in Tennessee, I'm in Ohio, so it didn't take very long to get here. So that's it. Really happy with this besides the so-so feel of it, but again, it functions 100% without any issues, and it probably will for the rest of its life. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. If you like videos like this, feel free to like it. It does help the channel out a little bit. This doesn't cost anything, so and that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time.